Good blessed Sunday morning, June the 30th, 2024. The time being 6:34 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world. 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 All around the world, with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution. Freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to gather, freedom to associate. Unless you're on probation or parole. Sometime when you're on probation or parole, you have to consult with the local law enforcement officials or your probation and parole officer, because normally you can't associate with other people or gather with other people if you on parole or probation and they on parole or probation. But that only affects some people. Some people is able to break the law. It all depends who the sheriff and the police chief is. But this is the new dog pound here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. I'm told it's air conditioned and heated. That's good. I love animals, especially dogs. I'm a dog trainer. This is the old pound here. And the reason why I'm over here, one of the two dogs that James O'Connor and Melissa Walker had is in the pound. The dog kind of strayed over here. I guess he tired of James and Melissa. But what I want to say is, I still want my charges on James O'Connor because he did commit a crime, and it's not a city crime. It's a state crime. He threatened me by telling me on May the 17th, 2024 that he had a contract on my head. I listened to it real good. He kept saying he was cussing me out and all that there, you know what I mean? But he said that I should be dead. I should be dead. I should have been dead, or I should be dead. He said, I got a contract out on your head. But he said, I ain't got to worry about that. See, that all them sentences together is saying that either whoever you conspired with, they should have been done took care of that contract. I don't take it lightly. I don't take it lightly that Mark Higgins, a former chief of police in East Prairie, Missouri, didn't let it go no farther than Robert Hearns. I don't take it lightly that Robert Hearns has a history of not allowing my complaints to go to the prosecuting attorney or to the judge. You see, I can go all the way back to 2012 when my two young daughters was 5 and 6 years old, and they was in kindergarten, first grade, and a white bus driver was left alone with my then 5-year-old. He abused my 5-year-old on that bus just about for the whole duration of the school year until February the 1st, 2012. My daughter came home. Her backpack scrap was broke. She told her sister Queen, who was 6, very intelligent, both of them intelligent. She said a bus driver picked her up by the back of her backpack and he asked the Kenny pick up, and she told her no by shaking her head because she was afraid being on the bus by herself with him when I signed a contract that when she got out of school, out of the kindergarten at 2:45, she goes to the Hearns Elementary and sitting there and wait until her sister get out at 3 o'clock, and she ride the same bus home with her sister. But they breached that contract, and they had been letting her sit on there. But see, the evidence was there. A bus driver, a white bus driver from Arkansas, and he came down here for what reason? But after I made my complaint, Brenda Bedford, the school resource officer, a Charleston, Missouri police officer for almost 30-something years, she didn't even talk to my daughter until the 6th, but went in my daughter's school classroom and brought my daughter out without my permission, without my knowledge, and questioned my daughter, trying to make my daughter say that the school bus driver was just trying to help on the bus. He wasn't trying to help on the bus. She was able to get on the bus by herself. I didn't help her on the bus when the bus came to the house to pick her up. She got up there by herself. But now, Brenda Bedford never made a police report. See, I got the document proof. Attorneys wrote Washington, D.C., and Washington, D.C. told them to hand over the reports that they made. And I have the text messages from Brenda Bedford to the administrator, the assistant administrator, and the then director of transportation, who was black. And Brenda Bedford said, we got a problem. Raymond Ivy want to know why we left her daughter on the bus with this bus driver. But let me tell you what this bus driver did. When the scrap broke, he sat her on the front of the bus. She on the bus by herself now, afraid now. Frightened her. He pulled out a knife and got behind her and cut the other part of the scrap off and put it in his pocket. Now, how wouldn't it be a police report? You know why? Because Robert Hearns, Brenda Bedford, and some of these other police that's on this force has been corrupted for decades. You see, that's why my report of James O'Connor threatening me ain't went nowhere. That's why the report, when Lester Gillespie on camera, just like I had James O'Connor on camera, Lester Gillespie on camera, harassing me for 9 minutes. But the police report went nowhere. But you see, y'all done gave me enough for pattern or practice. That's a federal offense. Ask the people in Ferguson, Missouri. But I just wanted y'all to know one of the dogs is off the streets. But I want James O'Connor to be held accountable for the crime that he committed, because God gonna deal with all of those that didn't write them reports. All those that didn't write those reports, that the crimes that was committed against my daughters. You see, I can go back to 2008 when they came in my house and took my children when they was 1 and 2 years old. Solely because their mother was addicted to drugs and stayed out in the streets for 72 hours. And I made a report. She left May the 16th. I made a report May the 17th. And guess who I made it to, and I got it today? Barry Morgan. He was working for the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. I got the report May the 17th, 2008. That go show you the history of this racism and this corruption. I got the report. He says she all right. But yet, Susanna Wesley helped her. Lester Gillespie helped her. They took her down to the Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center, and people gave me the information that she was nodding off to heroin. I don't blame her. because people like Lester Gillespie and some of these police and some of these other drug dealers get these females and males addicted to this stuff, because don't nothing happen to them because the police is involved. If you ain't involved, don't let it bother you. But let me tell you, I had a court date for June the 3rd, 2008. Me and my lawyer went to court. Wasn't nobody there. Wasn't no judge or nobody. We went down to the clerk's office and asked, where's my kids and their mother? We have a hearing. They told my lawyer, they said Raymond called up here and said he dropping the charges. How in the hell am I going to drop an expose when the expose against me? But my lawyer gave him that card. He was out of Poplar Bluff. He didn't play. Keith French. He didn't even like Mississippi County. He gave him that card and told him he's finna contact the Missouri Attorney General. If they don't find my kids, they gonna have a problem. We went downstairs. Before we got all the way out of the courthouse, the clerk called and said, Judge Brown said he dropping the charges since, he dropping the expose since my kid's mother didn't show up. No, that ain't what it's about. She shouldn't have had the kids. How you gonna get a kid to somebody that's on drugs and been out in the streets for 72 hours? That's how they operate. That's how they've been doing Raymond Lewis Ivory, but I'm still standing. You see this? They let some thugs, gangbangers, assault me, come by my house many times, frightening my children and my daddy. But guess what? I'm still standing. I'm still standing. I'm like the wind. Maya Angelou say, I still stand. Y'all hear the dog? He even mad at me. But I'm going to leave right now, y'all. That's just showing you how corrupted they is. Just like that dog is in that pound, James O'Connor and Melissa Walker had violated their probation multiple times with them dogs. Lock them up. Lock them up. I don't blame them dogs. Them dogs is falling behind some cruel owners. Peace be still.
Tuesday, June the 25th, 2024 is about 1:07 p.m. I'm in front of the police station here in Charleston, Missouri. The police clerk called me and told me a report is ready to pick up and to show you how, if an officer does his job, how things would go. Officer Wes McDermott, I give him a thumbs up. I called the police on, I believe, Sunday, June the 23rd, when I seen James O'Connor, the man who threatened my life, said he got a contract out on me. Seen him and his girlfriend Melissa with those dogs. Wes McDermott came, wrote both of them tickets because he know they don't supposed to have them. They on probation, and that was on Sunday. The police report is made today, 2 days later, and if according to what the clerk told me, they'll be going to court on this here on July the 10th. There go the dog catching truck. Y'all can see the dog catch a truck real good right there.
Now, is this the one that he'll be going, is it on both of them or just on James?
It should be on both of them, but I think they only issued tickets,
For the dogs, right?
For her, yeah, they issued 2 citations for Melissa for animal water.
Oh, they didn't put that on James.
He's got some other ones that they wrote.
Oh, now is both of you said they going to court on the 10th of July. Is both of them going to court on the 10th? And that's at the 2 o'clock court or 1 o'clock court. Hey, I appreciate you a lot.
Now, I'm gonna make another note on something because the dog catcher must have seen me. He gone now, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know something else. The female in there, you know, she never gave me any problem, even though she's the wife of Barry Morgan, the captain at the sheriff department here in Charleston, Mississippi County. But anytime that I filed something, she would make sure Robert Hearns signed the report. You can see how Robert Hearns signed this here. You see, that's open. I don't guess he gonna close this here, but see, Wes McDermott is a 30-year man on the police force, and Wes McDermott know the law just like Higgins and the rest of them know it. But Higgins and some of the other ones allow Robert Hearns allow them to break the law. This ain't 1958 with Eugene Boo O'Connor's where he say, damn the law, they make their own laws. The law is the law of the land. When you take it into your own hands, that means you're a dictatorship. I know he won't, Robert Hearns won't Donald Trump to win, but if Donald Trump do win, he still ain't gonna have me to submit. Let's stand up for what these flags said that they stand up for. Peace.
About the report of on May the 17th, 2024, that Officer Higgins wrote concerning Jamie O'Connor threatening me. I know you signed on that, and then they said they couldn't find him in 28 days. Me and somebody found him, and then Higgins talked to him, and I see that you closed the case. Can I ask why?
Do you want to sign a complaint?
No, I'm asking you why did you close the case?
I'd have to go back and review it. I don't recall off
Okay.
the top of my head.
Yeah, he had found him. Well, we found him in Higgins, and then I looked on the thing, and Higgins asked him a question, and he lied and said that he didn't make the threat. Okay. So now I just want to know why was it closed?
I just every time it's to be on YouTube.
No, I'm just saying I want to know why it's closed. I just left out the police station here, asking Robert Hearns why would he sign off on a report when Jamie Connor threatened me. And did you hear him say he don't know? I'm gonna go back to the house and let y'all see the report. But I made a report. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute.
Oh, look how dark it just got.
Oh my God, look at it.
Oh my gosh. Let me put my glasses on. I can't even see.
Yeah! Take a picture.
Oh my gosh. Look, look. Look.
Like,
I'm not going blind. My fucking phone ain't blowing.
It's my type of work, y'all. Saving lives.